Yep.
Well, NEMZ messaged me the other day saying, how good is it the Rebels are gone, mate? I was like, hey, whoa.
Out of the blue, man.
Did I just think I heard what I heard?
Yeah, he just made up another.
No, that's bullshit.
Now, before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you know when we upload. Welcome to Rugby Heads, powered by the Big Athletic Club, where we cover all things in the world of rugby. My name is Sione, and joining me are our regular rugby nerds, Afonso Domia, Nemani Nandolo, and Laione Falini. Welcome, boys. Welcome. Before we kick on, if this is the first time joining us, or if you're regular here and you haven't done so yet, please show your support by hitting that like and subscribe button. Now, quick little rundown of today's show. We check in with our professional sport commentator, Nemani Nandolo, and how his trip back to the motherland was. Then we trial a new segment, Try or No Try. We get in and preview the action ahead from Super Rugby and Six Nations, plus update our fantasy rugby franchises. Now, Nem, how was the trip back home to Fiji?
Oh, it was really good. It was good to get back. I was there a few days earlier. Went back and did some work there. Actually worked. So no, we just ran some clinics.
Not what your ankles say, mate.
Cankles. We got a relationship with the Australian government, obviously, and Fiji government, where we got with DFACT, Pacific Oz Sports. I got out to some of the schools. Big shout out to the Brumbies boys. I'll delve into it a bit later when we cover the Brumbies game, but mate, they got in 11 o'clock at night Thursday, and they were doing play appearances and promos, and then, you know, from Thursday right through to Friday night, and then they played Saturday, and for them to win, it was good. So, yeah, it was hot, bloody hot. I got sunburnt, but yeah, good to be back doing commentary. But no, it was a good trip, man, and yeah, Fiji's well and truly into the Super Rugby season. They're all pumped, obviously disappointed, but Freeney, you'd know some of the swear words that would get thrown out after the game, some of those players, but hey, it's rugby. We love our rugby, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Mate, you nailed it on the commentary, by the way.
Oh, thanks, mate. That's
the
most positive thing you said to me.
Yeah, you were good. Good, Nims.
No, I wasn't talking about your cankles either. I was talking about the cunny mate from all the grog.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, don't drink grog the night before, boys.
Yeah. No, mate, you nailed it. That was a good game to watch. We'll probably get into it a bit later, but I reckon the turning point was Frank Mamani having a bit of a brain explosion there. He should just slowed it down, got down territory again. But hey, singing a langer, hey.
Singing a langer.
Singing a langer, my brass.
Singing a langer, whatever that means. But yeah, it's good to hear you get more. I don't know if they told you to get more time on the mic compared to last year, but it's good to hear you voiced a lot more during the game. Was that?
I sound so Australian, eh?
Yeah. Well, it just sound like you, mate. What else are you going to put on the accent? Are you going to put on the accent?
You know, you always got to work back and always watch back. Like, you know, when you watch your replays of your game, you've got to hear your voice back.
Yeah.
Bro, so I hear it and I just like put it on. I'm like, fuck, I got an ugly voice. But anyway, it's
you don't be so hard on yourself. It's not ugly. I guess that's why you changed your last name so you didn't have to say mate.
But no, it's next. I might have to tone it down and. So, you know, hopefully next week. We can go like this. But no, it's good, boys. It's good to be back.
No, it's good to have you back. And Freeney, we've got a new segment. This ain't for you, but we'll get the other boys to chime in if they want to. But it's a try or no try. Things during the week. Doesn't have to be all during rugby. Starting off, you know, what was the play on? What was offside to you, mate?
Hey.
Mate. First no try is NEMZ Ngunuti there. Just
I'm sorry, mate. I'm trying to be healthy now.
No, my try goes to Sosifa Amone with his double meat pie. Mate, talk about Aussie accents. How good was his interview after? He's, mate, I thought he was going to open an acai shop. Hey. No, but that was good, mate. Mate, to be honest, I hit my hat. I sort of didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't know many people on the bench, but when I watched the game, Tom Lambert and Sosifa, mate, come on and made an impact. such an impact. They ended up winning the game. So, man, I like that Highlanders squad. I actually really like the Highlanders, and always think they've been a bit. They lose these close games, but they're always they never give up. But yeah, he was my try of the week, and same as Timothy Tavanawe.
Wow.
Mate, is he? Oh, you might know him. Is he eligible for New Zealand at all, or is he?
Yeah, he's eligible for both.
Both.
Hey, but who's a better 12 in New Zealand at the moment?
Wow, who's that bloke from
Jordan.
the Chiefs? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He is so good. Good over the ball, hard to stop, just impacts everywhere. But no, those two are my tries of the weekend. My no try goes to, we just named him before, having a bit of a brain explosion, the big Forenge Lomani, for not kicking the touch on that penalty, went for the quick tap, got his not playing sevens. He sort of turned after that, the big fella. But hey, look, we live and we learn. And, to be honest with you, a positive is he's just trying to play an entertaining style of rugby. But at the end of the day, I think that's maybe why they've hooked a few people and had some big changes for this week.
Yeah. Well,
I've got a special mention out to Luke Raymer.
yeah.
Mate, massive fan of that guy. I said this to you in the pod last year. He was unbelievable. He actually went out for concussion test. So we all got the news through the radio. Yep, he's out. He's not coming back in. He's come back on and literally, mate, like being there live when he came on, he single-handedly silenced the stadium.
Yeah.
In Suva with his turnovers. His 2 tries, everything he did, it was like he silenced that stadium. And he was the turning point in the Brumbies. So whatever it was that their doctors gave him off the field to whatever was in that water, holy hecker. He was, mate, he was unreal. Like I've said. And the fact that he's not, would he be their starting 7?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
would be.
Brown's gone back to the Chiefs, and I think someone else left as well. I'm trying to think who else left from last year. But maybe he's just one like those leagueies. They just play better when they're concussed. I don't know if he's meant to go on or not, but mate, he came back.
You should have seen every time he scored the second. No, he went over the ball. There was one where he was traveling the ball, and we're in the closed doors, and you can hear the crowd and stuff on the outside. All you hear is when he goes for it, penalty goes, brrr, all you hear, someone in the crowd goes, and literally everyone's cheering, and then mate, it was fun. People actually started cracking up laughing because he silenced it, and so everyone's pissed off. So anyway, when he did that, man, it was, and you could see Clarkie looking because it comes through the headphones. Yeah, so obviously. I don't know if it was a player or someone in the crowd because it was pretty loud. And it came through this, and then Clarkie's putting a thing, hey, mate, what was that? And I was like, no, it's all right. Play on.
Just saying good turnover, mate. Just good turnover.
But, mate, it was fun. The Fijians, we react to it and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's my try of the year, try of the day, whatever we call it.
Anyone else want to jump in on Freeney's segment here? No tries? Yep. Okay. But if you're listening, if you're watching, let us know if this segment is a try or no try. If it's going to come back.
Well, mate, you could have had a better bloody name.
Oh, mate,
I know.
We can't just steal Thank You Tony and Scrams, mate. So try or no try. If you got a better name, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, you're setting it up for disaster, man.
Oh, wait, I thought Freeney did well. Anyways, let's get into the action. Super Rugby match previews. The teams are out today. Exciting stuff. It's a bit nerving for some of us fantasy managers. They only got 2 trades. I should have looked at the teams before I made some of the trades. But let's start off with the Chiefs.
I went for the bonus.
Yeah, I'm going to do that this week, but we'll get into that later. But Chiefs hosting the Crusaders this Friday, first matchup. NEMZ, what selections do you like, or any surprise selections? And then finish off with your prediction.
Crusaders, I actually don't mind. Similar to last week. The Chiefs, good to see ALB or Anton Leonard Brown back in the starting lineup, and Tupou Vai.
Yeah.
Man, I think they're going to need them, particularly in this New Zealand derby. And again, they're going to be full of confidence, winning away, beating the Blues. Crusaders, look, I like what they're doing with James O'Connor, just keeping him on the bench, being super sub. I think when he came on, he was, just having his presence there. He seems to be settling in down there at Christchurch from all reports. So, yeah, good to see him getting another crack in the red and black. But this is going to be a tough game. I would like the Crusaders to win, but the Chiefs, they won last week away. They're going to be full of energy and, at home. It's always hard to go and play in the what's that stadium? Is they call it the Tron? Is that right?
We'll go with
the old Waikato Stadium.
Yeah, Waikato Stadium. So, mate, great pitch to play on. One of the best, probably the best pitch in New Zealand to play on. But yeah, I just think it's going to be the Chiefs will probably take this.
1-12, or you think a big win?
No, 1-12. New Zealand derbies, I think, have been pretty close. So
yeah,
1-12.
Before we go into the other boys, you're just like James O'Connor. You're a nudgy boy that went over and played over in Christchurch. Bit of news after the game. He got snapped in the drive-through at Macca's, and then the car in front of him shouted his feed. Did you ever get snapped in KFC or drive-through or Macca's and someone in the front?
Oh no! I was always at Subway. We used to get so I didn't get snapped. But yeah, when I saw the McDonald's, they've obviously changed since I was there because we were pretty strict. Never ever do you eat at McDonald's or KFC, only in the off season, and on paydays. But mate, it's so good. When I saw that, what they did, it's good to see that. Obviously settling in, and the thing with the Cantabrians, they're really really supportive of their team, especially when foreigners come in. So. That was I wasn't surprised when I saw that, and it was good to see it. I'm sure James O'Connor isn't used to stuff like that because if that was in Brisbane, it might be the other way around. So it might be a different story. But no, it's good to see that he's settling in and they love him down there.
Yeah, it's good. It's a bit different to the foreigners they've had. Vunipaka, Nemani Nadol, and now they got James O'Connor. But
carry on.
Good to see him getting the love over there. But Freeney, thoughts on the game? Who's gonna go well here, and your prediction?
My likes, Tupou Vai back in the starting lineup. I like actually the Crusaders bench. Keep it brief, So surprise, D-Mac at 15. What do you reckon happened there, Fonz?
They'll just switch him again like they did last week, I'd assume.
Oh yeah,
during the game.
Right, well, cool. All right, well, I'm going Crusaders 1-12.
Okay, Crusaders 1-12. Now, Fonz, we know Chiefs are your team. Thoughts and prediction.
Oh, I actually, this is going to surprise you. I actually got the Crusaders 1-12 here. I just feel like the Crusaders at the moment, they're coming along nicely. I mean, Kyle Preston spoke about him on Monday. I mean, what a debut for him. He'll just carry on. But also, I got to echo what Friends has said, the bench. Mitchell Drummond's come in now onto the bench. And also they got obviously O'Connor, McLeod, and there's a couple of guys there that are quite young. Cahill's another good player to watch out for on that bench for the Crusaders. But same thing, Chiefs have got 3 All Blacks on the bench again. They got Ratama coming off the bench with Finau and obviously Tapia. So this is going to be a very close game, and I think my heart says Chiefs, but I actually got the Crusaders 1-12.
Okay, you and Freeney got Crusaders 1-12. I'm going to jump on with NEMZ. We'll ride another multi. I'll go on Chiefs 1-12. I just think that Ratama off the bench, it worked well last week, and I think it's going to work well again. But I think it's going to come down to 1 or 2 points. So we'll go. NEMZ and I will go Chiefs 1-12, and you boys ride the Crusaders 1-12. All right, next game, Reds here in Brisbane. Reds hosting Moana. Reds' first game of the season, Moana second. They just lost last week in a heartbreaker in the last moment of the game against the Force. NEMZ, thoughts and prediction?
Yeah, heartbreak for the Moana. I thought that they played really well, to be fair. they were more competitive this time round compared to sort of last season and last games. Obviously, the Artie Sarvi effect is well and truly underway there. But no, in saying that, I think Moana very very competitive. Look, the Reds just look dangerous. I mean, I know they haven't played a game. I don't know if it's the media hype or their social media stuff like that. That again is another thing I want to go into later on. But I like Hunter Paisami and Josh Fluke in the centres. That's going to be, they could potentially be Wallaby 12-13. Josh Fluke, ex-Nudgy boy as well. Freeney, I think. Yep. Hunter Paisami, obviously from Melbourne. And then for the Moana, John Tomatene.
Yeah, Tomatene.
And Garden Basham. Sorry, boys, I'm having a shocker today.
I love your Islander pronunciation, mate.
Bruss, it's actually... it's actually off, hey? Like, even when I was practicing for the Fiji things, and I was, like, getting... Like, even Whitesy, who's half Tongan at best, he was, like, saying it right. So I've been all over the shop. Yeah, anyway. I don't know. I just think it's going to be another close game. I don't think the Reds are going to... I think the Reds will win, but not convincingly.
So Reds 1-12, friends?
Yeah, mate. I'm the same. Reds 1-12. It's going to be a cracker. Our second favourite team on the show is Moana, and obviously the Reds is number one for everyone. But my ones to watch is the back row for the Reds. I really like Uru at 6 and McBride and Wilson. I actually just moved the world to get McBride onto my fantasy. I'm really interested to see how Massimo goes to run on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit of a baptism of fire, I guess. He's been in there and around, but starting because our boy Jeff Tumunga Allen's not playing this week. Unfortunately, he's one of my favourite props getting around. But I reckon just the back line is just sharp from 9 to 15. You got Dalgunu and Tim Ryan on the edges as well. As Jock at the back, but yeah, you've got solid centres. Liner just threading the needle, and Tate just live wire. Let's go.
Fuck, what
Reds 1-12.
Reds 1-12. And Fonz, you on the same boat?
I got Reds 13 plus actually.
Let's go.
Need to cut you off
I look at
social media page now, mate.
No, just looking at the teams, man, that Reds team is deep. Like Freeman just went through the teams just briefly. Guy who I want to keep a good eye on is Josh Canham from the Rebels. He's come across at lock there, so he's partnering up with Smith. So it'll be great to see him. There's a few guys there. Obviously, Tim Ryan. You want to see him kick on this year. But you just look at that team. It's deep. Moana Pacifica starting 15. They got to give them a huge shout out. You see them out at Canterbury College the other day, doing their stuff in the community here in Logan Way. So it was good to see them out here and doing their stuff. But I can't actually wait to go watch this game in person on Friday night because it'll be a bloody good game, and there's a lot of tickets being sold from what I've been seeing. So, but I got the Reds 13 plus.
Yeah. All right.
I just special mention as well. Like, I think everyone underrates that tour they've gone on. Like, everyone said, they've flogged bloody Bristol, and they had a tough game against Ulster. But mate, imagine going on tour before season. Have a week off and you're back into it, mate. You guys are tight.
Yep.
So,
hey, French, you reckon they'll go back again?
Who?
Reds back to Europe again.
I reckon. Why not?
After that,
depends how they go this year, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? You're playing academy teams over there, so it's not a bad way to get out.
But it's just like that rugby, that touring rugby. That is that. My uncles and Herbie down at Jeeps. They just talk about. This is the stuff that your stories, your camaraderie, and all everything that you play rugby for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sold me. I'm a Moana fan, so my heart's going to go Moana, but my head's going with NEMZ here. Reds 1-12. So NEMZ and I are going to go 1-12. You two got to decide. Are you going Reds 13 plus or 1-12 on your multi?
13 plus. Let's go, Fonz.
All right. Okay. Reds 13 plus on your guys' multi.
I love you, Moana. I love you, man.
Yeah. No. Get him out of here, mate. But make sure you get down, if you're here in Brisbane, make sure you get down to Suncorp Friday night and get around the Reds and Moana and lock in those multis. Okay, Hurricanes, first game on the Saturday, hosting the Drua. NEMZ, your Drua team, how they gone? There are a few changes. They got some of the starter boys on the bench, and Ikonoveda's not even in the team, which hurt my fantasy selections. But your thoughts and prediction?
Yeah, so Drua, by the looks of it, obviously doing a rotation just to sort of share the load. Interesting to see Caleb Muntz on the bench. I thought. I thought he really needed help last week. He was doing all the kicking. He was doing all the structural play, which I guess, you probably need your fullback to help, him. And that young fullback, Rumbitu, he came into a bit of pressure, obviously, with that yellow card. He's only young. He's only 19. So to have someone like Drossese there at fullback, which is just what you need, and I guess, obviously, Caleb Muntz on the bench, Frank Lamani back in. I like that Ravula's back. I actually like Ravula playing at 10. I thought he had a solid season last year, but I get it. Caleb Muntz is the incumbent 10 and whatnot, but I'd like to see Caleb Muntz at 10 or at fullback and Ravula, on at the same time. I just think when they did that for Fiji, they played for Fiji and did that a few times.
Two kicking options,
mate. It just that kicking option is kicking now is the future. Like it is rugby. Like we always talk about. Oh, you got to run it. We kick too much. Unfortunately, it's the way forward. And if you've only got one really good kicker, that's going to be the kicker. You're going to get pressured easily. It's going to be easy for defensive teams to defend you. And I thought they did that. The Brumbies did really well there. So it'd be good to see them there eventually. But again, Salawa. Thought he had a good game. He's on the bench. Good to see the likes of Imosi Tungiri, Zuro Tonga Tama, and Misaki Donge get the crack like they also didn't play last week. So, by the looks of it, it looks like it's a deliberate sort of call. I don't think anyone got dropped. I just think it's a rotation. Well, thankfully, you're not going to Wellington. You're going to Napier, which Hurricanes will be. They'll be annoyed that they lost last week, so they're going to be out for vengeance. I want the Drua to win. I want the Drua to win, but I just I'm not even going to read out the Hurricanes names because they, it's a good team. Yeah. It's a good team. So, I'd
13 plus Hurricanes or 14 plus.
Mate, I'll set this one out.
Yeah,
I'll let Freeney talk for the both of us.
All right, Vince, your thoughts, mate?
Mate, I'm big special shout out to Big Moss back in the starting lineup.
Yes.
How
good.
Some good emissions. Well, people that are coming in.
Hey, you're the Palandi here, mate.
The back row was it Dedalangi and
I needed him last week.
And not only that, Isaac Ravula. I really rate him as well, and Drossese. But then I looked at the Hurricane side, and then I looked at the bench on the Hurricane side, and I was like, "Oh no, you guys going to get? Thank you." So I'm going Canes 13 plus.
Yeah, mate, that Kane side is dangerous, especially after last week.
Kane side, bro, they're fucking physical.
Kinney, what about Kinney's try last week?
Told ya, boys.
Solid, eh?
Hey?
Yeah.
All Blacks? You reckon it'd be in the All Blacks?
Has to be. He has to.
Who's in front of him?
Better than Caleb Clark?
Caleb Clark.
Oh, no.
Is he better than Talia?
Oh.
No.
Is he better than Reese?
Narawa.
Fuck. They got two
all right, Kenny, come to Fiji. We'll take you.
Fine.
No, he might not even make the Fiji. Well,
he will.
He will.
No, he's a freak, mate. I still reckon he'll make the All Blacks. But back to the preview.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Funds. Predictions.
13 plus Canes, but I do like the inclusion of Rakuro on the wing. I think he's rapid for the Drua. Him, but also just echoing what Nems was saying, having two playmakers, it just helps.
Yeah.
At 10 and 15, it just gives a second option. Obviously, we touched on Mossy starting. Good to see him. I just look at that Hurricanes front row bench. That is a heavy front row bench coming off that bench. Tossie and Tuputupu. I don't know if you've seen Tuputupu, but he is a big boy as well. So he's just nearly as big as Tossie. So that's a big bench. And then obviously Peter Lakai is the other one that's got to come off the bench again as well. So, look, it's going to be, I agree with NEMZ, it's a rotation looking at this team. Even Mussy got dropped onto the bench, but I just assume that's just a rotation thing as well. It didn't help my fantasy because I had to bloody trade him out. But no, I just think the Canes are just too strong. And the other one is Fehi on the right wing. We talk about quite a bit. Tony is he's rapid. I got a lot of high hopes for him on the right wing for the Canes.
So both multis we're locking in Hurricanes 13 plus. All right, Highlanders Blues off both teams off a loss. Hid in Dunedin. NEMZ predictions.
Well, I must add in that it's going to be an all Aussie affair with the referees. Nick Basil, Brisbane boys, going to be reffing that game. So, I don't know, I just thought I'd put it in there. Highlanders, like, with the teams that the Blues have, like, mate, that's Hoskins Tutu, Papa Li'i, Rico Iwane, Mike Talea, Bowden Barrett. Like, they should be winning every game. Like, I know Super Rugby's different and whatnot, but Caleb Clark, Harry Plummer, Finlay Christie, like, that team is a tough team, right? Like, it's on paper you should be winning. I just don't know if they're going to go down the Highlanders and do that. I just think the Highlanders, I think when they played the Waratahs, they were unlucky.
And they're good,
Yeah, like them, they don't have the names, but mate, they're the typical Southerners. They go hard. So I'm actually going to go for an upset here and go Highlanders.
Let's go Smoky.
Let's
go Smoky. I like that. There's a few ex-Blues players in the Highlanders that didn't get that opportunity at the Blues. That I'm going to go with NEMZ here. So our multis still, we'll go Highlanders 1-12. Freeney?
I'm going Blues 13 plus.
Oh.
But I just special mention to the big Timothy Tavatoa Nawe and Taniela Telea.
He's good, eh?
I rate him, bro. He's massive.
He's another one from the Blues.
I rated him last year. He actually was good in my fantasy last year. But I really rate him. He's one of the most underrated dudes. But also just the whole Blues squad. Like, I know NEMZ rattling off names, but you just go through the whole squad and you just
it's ridiculous.
I actually going to take it back 1-12. Down in Dunedin, and I like the Highlanders too. But I think they will lose, but they're not going to. They're going to go down swinging. They're going to go down swinging.
All right.
Fair enough.
Last year, this matchup at Super Round came down to the wire. Fonz, are you going with your partner here, Freeney? Are you going 1-12 Blues?
No, I back him on the 13 plus, actually. I think the Blues will be hurting after last week.
Yeah.
And there'll be a bit of feeling after that loss. I heard Vern Quarter, 13 plus for them. But just a few things down there in Dunedin. week this week. Massive uni week down there. So that'll be massive down in Dunners. And then there's going to be, from what I'm hearing, a pre-game sort of remembrance thing for Connor Garden-Bishop as well before the match. So, so that's that'll be before the match. But, it'll be pretty big crowd down there in Dunners. Just looking at the teams as well, the Blues are just so deep, their squad. I do have noticed, though, they've put Finlay Christie back into the starting lineup, put Funaki back onto the bench, and obviously Hoskins is back. So it'd be good to see how Hoskins is going, because we hadn't seen anything from him since Super Rugby last year, really, and a handful of NPC games. So, but Blues turning plus for me.
You guys are going to go a big win for the Blues, and NEMZ are going for that upset. Big Jimmy in the centres there, I think he's gonna stunt that whatever the Blues got at him. So big win for the Highlanders. Lock it in. Let us know in the comments what you think and your multi. But last game of the weekend, Force Brumbies in Canberra. They played this 2 weeks ago. Force got absolutely walloped in a preseason game. NEMZ, how are we seeing for the last game in the multi? How are we looking at this one?
Well, you've heard my predictions about the Force all year. It hasn't changed. Look, the Brumbies, they've just decided to bring all their Marvel X-Men back from holiday. You know, James Slipper's back, Tom Wright's back, Ikitau. The list goes on. Then you've got, you know, Jack Debrasini comes on. The Brumbies go to Fiji with 6 debutants, and we said last week that, you know, it's tough. It's going to be tough to go there and win, and we didn't back them. Looking back on it, we know now the Brumbies can react. You know, they can. They're one of the only teams outside of New Zealand that can react to the conditions, to the crowd, and all that. Right? I was coach under Stephen Larkham, and I saw that firsthand. To go there 6 debutants and win and come back from, you know, having 8 points down or 10 points down in Fiji, you know, big task, and that wasn't even their strong side. To think that now they're playing at home and all their big dogs are back against a team they walloped 3 weeks ago. I think it's going to be a repeat of that trial game. I just think the Force look great. They've got a good team as well, but like I said earlier, they leak too many points. They won last week, but with a team like that, you know, you've got to be winning comfortably. So,
Force 13. I mean, Brumbies 13 plus.
Yeah, 13 plus Brumbies. Brumbies 13 plus. You know, James Slipper will be telling the older guys, look, these young guys went to Fiji. They set the tone. We've got no excuse sort of thing. So, you know, they're going to go out there. But in saying that, good big shout out to the Force. Dylan Peach. No, the Force player, not the Force. Dylan Peach getting a start. Him and what's his name at fullback? Matt Greeley. I like those two.
Yeah,
so
Greeley's good.
Mate, Peach is awesome, bro. I rate him. He's gone. Imagine if we got him and Mark. No, we're going to need a Wasi back.
How the Tars got rid of Dylan Peach and the Reds got rid of Matt Greasley. Like, surely there's got to be an inside, like they don't like him or something. Because they're decent players, like they're really good players.
I don't think they just could have fit them all because Tim Ryan was coming up. Then it was either Tim Ryan or Matt Greeley or Grizzly, as NEMZ said. We'll call him Grizzly. He'll like that nickname too. Frenny, you going as the same Brumbies? You know, Roma let us know in the DMs that we should have backed him last week. Are we backing him? Are we backing him?
Yeah. We're backing him, baby. 13 plus. Front row, they're back, baby. Can't wait to see the boys out there just scaps on, chests on, sinking at the knees. Mate, Brumbies 13 plus.
Yeah, locking in. And Fonz, you backing your multi-partner there, mate?
Yep, all the way, 13 plus. I just look at, I just think one thing with the Force, you look at against Moana Pacifica, they got BCF and big time in the scrum. And I just look at that front row from the Force. That's my only sort of question mark I have in that team. You look at that team list, though, you know, Peach is starting again, which is good. And also, it's good to see Charlie Cale back as well at number 8 for the Brumbies. That's a guy who I thought last year was rapid and I thought come out of nowhere. But just touching on not just these two teams, but all the Australian teams. I know in New Zealand they've been talking about how good the depth is now in Australia with the teams and how close these games are since obviously the start of the first round. So, I mean, I like it to be a close game, but I just see 13 plus of the Brumbies in Canberra.
Yeah. Well, NEMZ messaged me the other day saying how good is it the Rebels are gone, mate. I was like, hey, whoa.
Out of the blue, all right, lock in the multis. We've got 2. I think NEMZ and I are only different on two of the games, so make sure you lock in the multis and make sure you also bet responsibly.
Did I just think I heard what I heard?
Yeah, he just made up another.
No, that's bullshit. No way.
Hey,
dude, what was that, NEMZ?
Nah, wrong person. Nah. Mate, that's it, mate.
We're gonna stop airing our messages out.
Russ, I am coaching down here, so please. My coaching career probably won't even get off here.
Well, like you said, it frees up a bit of coin for you, mate.
Well, for those who listen, because we've got a bit of a following here in Melbourne, it's a lie. I actually don't speak to Freeney. And I didn't say that, guys. So,
well, I'll cut that out. Don't worry, Frank. I'll cut this part out.
yeah.
All right, let's get into our Super Rugby Fantasy. How do we all go? Let's go public league. NEMZ, how'd your team go in the fantasy league for round one?
Yeah, no good.
Yeah, I didn't see it up the top of the list near mine and Fonz's. Franny, how'd your team go? Oh, you're not even in the public league, are you?
I don't know, mate. I'm in some league.
No, yeah. No, you're not in that league. I'm coming second in the Coco League as well. Fonz, how did your team grow flex?
I don't know. I think it was like 13th in the public one, but I'm just happy I just beat Tony in the main one. Bloody Tony, and I obviously just seen bloody JT in the group messages just before.
Why did you delete him? I told you to delete him.
Hey, mate, he's true all-stars, mate.
Mate, flying Fijians, Mars.
Truly. But now, mate, fantasy is just good. How good is it?
The banter's been good in the chat. Ulstruce and his 10-minute Bronco team did well. Because he's the only one that picked Kyle Preston in our top league, and he's in that. He got that first spot.
In Tuaina at prop.
Yeah, in the cop. But yeah, Freeney's got you're battling Dave. Dave's team in the top league. I think you both lost in the first round. Fonz, you got JT this Truly All Stars. And
Truey,
and my team. I think my team. I might actually win it this year. So
stop that.
Might do a Fonz and save the cash prize. Okay, but that's our quick little Super Rugby Fantasy update, powered by Growlflex. Make sure you get us on our Pack Fantasy League Instagram page. Now, Six Nations is back this week after a week off. Let's get our quick predictions to add into a separate little multi. Hopefully, we're all on the same page in this one. NEMZ starting off, Wales hosting Ireland.
Next one. Next game. Ireland. Where are they? So Wales at home to Ireland. I think
new coach.
Plus. Oh, new coach.
Yeah,
Wales going to win this one.
Let's go.
Wales going to win this one.
The first thing the new coach did is call in 2 or 3 actual first fives from the premiership, including Gareth Amskin.
Wales 1 to 12. Let's go.
Yeah, I love it.
Wait. Let's see if we got an agreement. Franny, are we going with that? We're all going to do one multi.
I am.
Just remember what you said about England and France. Just put that in the back of your heads. Wales. 1 to 12.
1 to 12.
He's right. The man's right.
There are some injuries in the Irish team.
I'm backing them, mate. I love to watch. They got a dog in them, and they're fire in the belly, head in the freezer. Let's do it.
Oh well, your eyes are telling a different story. But Fonz, are we going to write this out? There's 2 going Wales 1 to 12.
So what are they playing at Cardiff?
Yeah, Cardiff.
They're playing Cardiff. They got a new coach. All right, then I'm going to go Ireland 13 plus.
a bit of order restored.
I never walked the streets of Cardiff, mate. That was
mate.
Hey, I want to win my money back, eh?
Yeah, true. This ain't charity, mate.
Don't worry, Fiji time. We got this.
We got it, bro.
We might have to split it here. I'm going to go with Fonz. I'll go Ireland 13 plus.
Oh, fuck. Can I have a dig, you dog?
Wales got a new coach, man.
Like a dog.
Big dogs, Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping you guys do well. And, mate,
I wonder why you can't lose weight, mate. You can't make a decision.
No, that's too far.
Whoa.
I'm going to be quiet now.
Hey, mate, that's a no try or whatever that was.
Oh, that was from the heart too.
Okay, second game, England hosting Scotland.
Scotland to win this.
You guys are crazy, mate. You guys are crazy.
Yeah,
Scotland.
NEMZ has lost the plot.
Friends, mate, no, you're on his boat. you're on his one.
Scotland 1 to 12.
Hey, man,
If you think about it, the last 2-3 years, Scotland have been England's bogey team.
Yeah, Scotland won last.
So just keep that in mind.
They actually have.
They did the last 2 years. Scotland have won it.
And with Finn Russell plays like that, unpredictable, mate. This can go anywhere. So I'm gonna go Scotland.
Not bad. Freeney, you're riding.
I'm going England 1-12. It all depends on how Finn Russell plays. But no, I'm back in the English, mate. I reckon they look pretty good, and they've beaten the I can't remember who they beat last time. They looked good.
Zimbabwe.
You guys can fight it out. Well, Fonz, what are we going on our multi?
Safe bet, obviously.
Was this game? This game's in London too, eh?
Yeah, it's wicked.
Yeah.
It's in London.
Yeah,
Mate, I quite like that Scotland team. I'm kind of on them, so I'm going to go England 1-12. So
I actually would have gone Scotland 1-12 just to make it a bit, but yeah, my multis haven't hit, so I'm going to go with Fonz here. England 1-12. You two boys, what are we going?
we're going Scotland, baby. Let's do it.
Okay, lock in Scotland. Mate, if that hits,
I
it's going
want
to be a good one.
posts for a week of me and Freeney's face all over the pig athletic bloody thing. All right, for a week.
1-12. Finn
right.
Russell, hero of the game.
All right.
All right.
We want our own show if that happens.
100%, mate. You guys can't bet shit.
All right. Yeah. Well, maybe Alex will join you on that side then. Okay. And then Italy versus France in Italy.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Nah, I'll play safe. France will win. France will win. See, I do have a bit of common sense, guys. Come on.
1-12 or 13 plus to the Frenchies.
National back?
Frenchie's off a loss. Intermax, he's got one more week.
No, yeah. No, I reckon it'll be 13 plus.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
13 plus. Funds, we're going 13 plus in ours as well.
Yeah, 13 plus. I don't know if you saw it though. The French media got stuck into the French team after they lost to England.
Yeah, good on them.
God,
Yeah, they fucking, mate. They don't know what day it is, mate. They just blow up that
This game, keep in mind, this game was a draw last year, and Italy should have won. Bit of drama
Yes, it
with
was
the kick at the end.
Won't happen.
All right, so we're going 13 plus.
Yeah.
Funds? All right.
13 plus.
Well, all in, locking in 13 plus on the last one. Okay, boys, that was our preview show. Make sure you guys tune in this weekend and then tune into our episode on the Monday to go through all the drama this weekend. But before we go, shout-outs. NEMZ, who's your shout-out for the week?
My shout-out is to the Malolo Public Primary School on Malolo Island. Got the chance to go out there and throw the ball around with them and just put them through their paces, and they got to spend a few hours out of class to come and play. So it was good. It was 40 degrees.
Nobody's sick.
But we got to spend the day on the island, and mate, it was great fun. And yeah, so my shout out goes out to the Malolo Primary School, but also the Malolo Rugby Club. Got to spend time with them. So Todolo Bina.
Shout out Malolos. And Freddie, shout outs.
Shout out to NEMZ, man. Sorry about that before, man.
Airing your text messages.
Mate, you've got to cut that because I'm literally live in Melbourne. Like, okay, if I didn't, I live
What are the Rebels defensive?
What are the
mate?
I was going to say, what are the Rebels going to do about it?
Well, I'm getting my level 2 coaching. I'm actually doing it at the moment through Victorian Rugby. So it might be, hey, NEMZ, mate, don't worry, mate.
No, but my shout out goes to the Reds. Let's go, boys. Fucking first game of the year. Let's kiss it, baby.
Oh, let's kiss.
Wallaby coach?
Mate, 100.
Hey, save it for another show.
Someone today.
Oh, yeah, save for next week.
Fonz, shout out.
My shout outs to Michael Checker for being the new Wallabies coach. You heard it here first.
Wow.
I said save for another show, mate.
We're causing controversy.
I can't do it.
I actually reckon he will, friends. I reckon he'll be the well, I know it's not making
inside word, mate.
The Fiji rugby don't come that way, mate. I give you Fiji rugby. But I just think it sort of makes sense though. Like Checker's left.
We don't want to go backwards again.
I know, but like maybe he's gonna come for half the price, you know what I mean? Like Do you get what I mean? Like he's.
Would you take Checker or would you take Rennie if you had to pick?
Rennie. Renz. Renz.
Yeah,
I'd
I
go
don't
back
know.
to a coach out of those two.
We owe him too.
I like Checker. I think he's a good guy. But
Yeah,
I just think no.
I'd actually go Checker.
Oh. No, Renz is like that ex-girlfriend that we left. We cheated on, but we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
They cheated us, did everything right. We cheated, and then now we want to go back when, you know.
Yeah, but do you think that's that's why you wanted to go back to him? Not.
No,
do you
he was
reckon, who do you reckon's
doing
a better coach?
I think Renz. The boys liked him.
I think Rennie.
Yeah.
He had like 30 people fucking injured.
Yeah, mate. That was
still one of the best games I've watched for a long time. That South Africa versus Wallabies game during the day, and it was that was one of the best games I've ever seen. Cotobetti just absolutely.
Oh, in Adelaide, eh?
I don't know where it was, mate, but all I know.
Yeah, it was Adelaide.
Went back to South Africa that day.
Oh, it'd be interesting. So we're on this roller coaster now.
Let's kiss, mate.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
We'll see how he goes this year.
If Schmidt's going to stay as an advisor, they've got a level of trust there, and they've built something
fair
together.
enough.
And I just think Les Kiss has the right mentality in rugby, to get it right.
What do you think Les Kiss is like? What has he won?
State of Origin.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Don't fact check me on that.
I got a bad taste from 2015.
Yeah.
The final when that just band-aided us and made us.
Fair enough.
That was when we needed to change back then. Anyway, I'm just a fat dude with a grey beard now, mate.
But no, Les Kiss, I reckon, like you said, with that Schmidt connection from Ireland, I actually that is a good
Nusa type shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Did he win the State of Origin?
I know he's a leaguey, but he's a Queenslander, so I'm guessing he would have won some State of Origins.
Mate, of course, mate.
So that was a dragged on shout out, but my shout out is to all the content creators in Super Rugby. I shouted out the refs last episode, but all the content creators. I just watched the Reds one before we got on here, and I'm a Moana fan now, but it felt like I was going to go back to the Reds after watching that video. But yeah, shout out to all the content creators. Love to see it. We're finally upskilling all the content creators this year. So shout out.
You never used to say that about the Reds, but I think
that's why we got new content creators here this year. That's
Is it?
Whoa!
Let's start the war again, man.
So yeah, guys, make sure you like and subscribe, boys. We'll see you next week.
I missed something.
And Ironside, hopefully we'll see you on Sunday.
Who's that? Who's Ironside?